Different day, different shirt, and today we're gonna talk about the Black Shark 5 Pro. But this video won't be a full review of the Black Shark 5 Pro only, but we're also gonna compare it with the Black Shark 5 also. I think that Black Shark did such a good job in making the Black Shark 5. I just don't see a solid reason to get the Black Shark 5 Pro. So that is my main question to answer in this video. So let's begin. Now let's start off with the biggest difference of all, the specs. The Black Shark 5 Pro comes with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset with 8GB of RAM and also 128GB of storage for our particular unit. I don't think our unit here is available for retail sale here in Malaysia, but yeah, the distributor decided to send this to us for review, so I just use whatever we have. Either way, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is able to perform really well on this phone. We use Genshin Impact version 2.7, which is the improved performance version, and it did feel a lot better, and this phone also manages to achieve smooth and consistent 60fps at the maximum graphical settings with no issues. It doesn't heat up that much, but it's still considerably hot. You see, the Black Shark 5 Pro has something called the anti-gravity dual vapor chamber liquid cooling, but from what I have tested, the heat of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is still overpowering the cooling system. We still measure at about 44 degrees Celsius at the hottest spot on both the back and the front of the phone, and the frame of the phone is at about 46 degrees Celsius. That means the overall surface temperature is about 2 degrees higher than the Black Shark 5. And yet, these two phones here are able to run Genshin Impact at the highest graphical settings at 60fps. The inputs available on the Black Shark 5 Pro is also identical to the Black Shark 5. We have the signature magnetic triggers that I love so much, and we also have the pressure sensitive screen, which is now called Magic Press, and it also has the motion sensors that acts like triggers as well, but I turned this feature off because I think it's rather disorienting. With that said though, the battery life is what comes next. The 4650 mAh battery inside the Black Shark 5 Pro with that Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is just kinda horrible. At 100 nits of brightness and tested using PCMark's battery life test, the battery life lasts for just a little bit shy of 7 hours. This also actually coincides with our own finding as well, as we are playing Genshin Impact at the highest graphical settings, 60fps. It can only last for about 2 to 3 hours at most. So up until now, you might say, wow, the Black Shark 5 Pro is very similar to the Black Shark 5. Why should anyone upgrade from the Black Shark 5 and get the Black Shark 5 Pro, since they both can run the most demanding game as of now at the highest graphical settings, and it runs it really smoothly, and they both also have the same magnetic triggers, pressure sensitive screens, and also motion sensing outputs. They both also use the exact same screen as well, 6.67-inch OLED screen with 2400 by 1080 pixels in resolution and also up to 144Hz of refresh rate, and they also have more or less the same color accuracy between these two phones' screen. The touch sampling rate though is something that I don't really have the information because even Black Shark themselves did not publish it. Now I know some of you may ask, hey, maybe their speakers are different, right? Since the Black Shark 5 Pro's ranking in the DxOMark audio is number 1. To which I will say you should never trust DxOMark, and also from my ears, I can hear zero differences between these two speakers. So let me just show you a sample here. No difference, right? Let's not forget about the charger. The Black Shark 5 Pro also comes with the 120 watts charger inside the box, and we also enable the fastest possible charging speeds in the settings menu, and it charged from only 9% to 100% in about 15 minutes, which is also more or less the same as the Black Shark 5's charging speed. But these two phones also do not have audio jack. Also, the Black Shark 5 Pro is able to output HDMI signal via its USB Type-C port at the bottom of the phone. However, this feature is not available on the Black Shark 5. So why pay extra for the Black Shark 5 Pro instead of buying the Black Shark 5 then? Well, of course, there are still a few more differences, and number one is aesthetics. The back panel has been changed from a glossy panel to a frosted glass finish, and it feels really nice to the touch and it won't catch any fingerprints at all, just like the Black Shark 4 Pro. And the other big difference here is the cameras. You see, even though it has a triple camera setup, both the main and macro cameras have been upgraded significantly. The main camera, well, it's obvious that you can still take some pretty good pictures, so no problems there. What I'm interested here though is that telephoto macro camera. I have such a fascination with the miniature world, and this camera enables me to explore that world, and it fits right inside my pocket. Smartphone manufacturers, if you want to include a macro camera in your phone, this is the way to do it. One more difference that I found out is the vibration motor. The Black Shark 5 felt looser, whereby the Black Shark 5 Pro's vibration feels a bit tighter. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but I try to show you what I mean here. Other than that, they remain pretty much the same. For us here in Malaysia, we have to pay 3,699 ringgit for the base model of the Black Shark 5 Pro, which is 1,400 ringgit higher compared to the base model of the Black Shark 5. That is a very tough pill to swallow. However, I think that if you want to future-proof your smartphone, then getting the Black Shark 5 Pro might be worth it. Through the 3D Mark stress test that we did, we can see that the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 on the Black Shark 5 Pro is definitely performing a lot better and smoother compared to the Black Shark 5's Snapdragon 870. But whether or not your game will use that extra performance is also another question that we cannot answer. Imagine this, a hot new game drops onto the Google Play Store tomorrow, and all of a sudden, the Black Shark 5's Snapdragon 870 is unable to run it at the best graphical setting. That is where the power of the Black Shark 5 Pro Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 comes in. However, the problem with future-proofing is that no one knows exactly how much that you are actually future-proofing, since no one can literally predict the future. Maybe that hypothetical new game in the Google Play Store will also choke the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1? Who knows? Either way, I can't really justify spending that much more for the Black Shark 5 Pro as compared to the Black Shark 5. Don't get me wrong though, the Black Shark 5 Pro is still a fantastic gaming phone. It's just way too similar to the Black Shark 5. So that's it. That's my overall experience of using the Black Shark 5 Pro, and then also comparing it with the Black Shark 5. And yeah, I find it to just be very difficult to justify. And if you have any questions, do leave them down in the comment section below. Also, do tell us which one will you choose, Black Shark 5 Pro or the Black Shark 5. And I'll see you guys in the next video.